Welcome back to a quick action figure obsession update. In the previous video, I showed you the 2017 Multiple Man from X Factor / X-Men here, Jamie Madrox, that I picked up today at a local vintage toy store for the semi-reasonable price of $65. He's been going for a pretty penny for a while, partially, I think, because he comes with an Apocalypse Build-A-Figure piece, the right leg of Apocalypse from the 2017 Apocalypse Build-A-Figure, and also because, just having one Multiple Man isn't really enough. You need three, which is why they gave him three heads. So this is the smirking head that I decided he's going to be wearing, and then he also has this sort of scowling, angry, gritted teeth head, which he had on him out of the box. And then he had this head right here, which at the time of the release in 2017, many people were saying resembled one Peter Parker. I'm really not sure if I see a resemblance between the mask, not really masked, but the ones with the headgear here, if I see a resemblance between these two faces and this one. But I'm going to go with it anyway. I kind of suspect maybe this was a Peter Parker head sculpt that they just never used, because it is very similar to the Peter Parker head sculpt from the 2016, I think it was, two-pack with Mary Jane and the all-new, all-different Alex Ross designed Spider-Man that was a Toys R Us exclusive. And so anyway, here now, that head has become the head of Richard Parker, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Richard Parker and his wife, Peter Parker's parents, were S.H.I.E.L.D. agents at one time in the 616 continuity. I don't know if this has ever been retconned away, but for a while there was a story that Aunt May and Uncle Ben took in Peter Parker because his parents, I forget if they were lost on a mission or had been killed in action, but that's it. So he's going to be Richard Parker now, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's strapped, as all S.H.I.E.L.D. agents should be. And I think there's a close enough family resemblance between this head here, and not necessarily so much this one, which is more of a Ditko-inspired head, but this one is definitely in the same neighborhood, looks-wise, as the Peter Parker head that came with that 2016 all-new, all-different Spider-Man, and then the same head was reused in the Kraven's Last Hunt 2-pack with a little battle damage added to it, but it was the same sculpt. And then more recently, it was used a couple of years back with the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man and Mary Jane 2-pack, the one where Mary Jane is Spinneret, except the face on that one. Same exact sculpt from 2016 and the 2-pack, the Toys R Us 2-pack, but that one, the Renew Your Vows one, which I think this definitely has a resemblance to. That one had the digital face print, which is why it's a little sharper, a little clearer. You can tell here from 2017, this Jamie Madrox head sculpt. It's nicely painted. It's well done. I don't know if you can make out the green in the eyes. It's really well done, but I'm pretty sure it was just hand-painted in the factory. I don't think there's any tampography or digital face printing going on. I don't think they were doing that yet. So basically, if you don't count this one, and the only KITBASH aspect of this guy is his hands, I took away the lobster claws that came with the stock retro Peter Parker and gave him a pair of more natural-looking hands. But basically, with the purchase of the guy on the left here, the X Factor Multiple Man that included this unmasked head on the right, basically that one purchase gave me two new characters in my collection. One a returning character, because I did have Multiple Man once before. And then Richard Parker. I've tried different KITBASHs in the past, but never really found one that I liked enough for it to stick. I really, really like this. This is the Matt Murdock MCU Spider-Man No Way Home Matt Murdock body on the gray suit. Big improvement over the old Hasbro suited bodies that they started using in the 20-teens, so 2012, 2013. Whenever that Agent Coulson came out in the 3-pack with Nick Fury, and was it Nick Fury and Maria Hill? Nick Fury, and I think it was Maria Hill. But anyway, yeah. So I like it when you can do that, when you can get one figure, a multiple man here, and there's an accessory included that allows you with a just a minor kit bash. There was nothing hard about. The hardest thing about this kit bash was that I had to use a magic eraser to get a little paint splotch off of his right cheek. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. I left the tiniest trace of it, and you can see the skin tones aren't a complete match. I did leave the tiniest trace of it. I don't know if it's going to be visible on camera or not. Trying to get it. Okay, I can see it now. Right in the center, dead center there. It kind of looks like a mole or a freckle. That's where a big paint splotch was, and as I was taking it off and I realized with the magic eraser, I realized it was starting to look like a freckle, I thought, what the hell? I'm going to give him a freckle. So that was a little unexpected burst of creativity for my new Richard Parker, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. KITBASH figure, which now happily joins the collection. I'll probably put him in with my other S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, Nick Fury and Clay Quartermain and Gabe Jones and Sharon Carter and a few Black Widows, Yelena Belova, and there's a Natasha Romanov in there too in my S.H.I.E.L.D. display. That shelf is actually, I think, I've been talking about doing a toy room tour for 2026. I did do one in 2025 if you want to go back and watch that. There's been a lot of changes to the displays, and I do want to do that. It is on my short list of priorities for these action figure obsession videos, and I have been doing the show. I redid all my X-Men shelves. I redid some Avengers shelves a few weeks ago. And so the S.H.I.E.L.D. shelf is kind of a mess because I took all the villains. I had the Hydra name on that shelf, and I moved all those guys, the Hydra brutes and troopers and soldiers and the AIM scientists and the AIM this and the AIM that and all those, and MODOK. Moved all those guys to my new villains display, 4 shelves of Marvel Legends villains. So the ranks of the S.H.I.E.L.D. shelf, which previously was basically the S.H.I.E.L.D. / Hydra / AIM shelf, that shelf has now been cut in half population-wise, so there's plenty of room for a new character to enter the fray, like Mr. Richard Parker, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and that's where he's going to go. And I'm going to try to find a really good place for Multiple Man to go. I don't have... I never really read that X Factor run. I'm not sure who would be the best character to place him with. I'm sure I have somebody that would be suitable to hang out with Multiple Man. Feel free to leave a suggestion in the comments below, especially if it's a character that you've seen that I have in my collection. My X-Men collection is kind of sporadic once you get outside of the original X-Men and the Claremont, Byrne, Austin, Ween, and Orzechowski run from the late 70s and early 80s. After that, it gets a little, oh yeah, I kind of like how Phantom X looks, so I got him, for example. And I actually did read those comics with Phantom X in them, that Grant Morrison New X-Men run, so I can justify having the figure. I don't have any regrets about that whatsoever. But generally speaking, nostalgia, I will admit, does play a part in my action figure collecting, as does my appreciation of figures as a work of art. That's really kind of what it's all about for me, is a combination of this nostalgia and an appreciation for the way action figures have evolved over the years and the technology and what they've been able to, the leap, especially with Marvel Legends from the debut of the Marvel Legends line from Toy Biz in 2002 to what we're seeing in 2026. Yes, Hasbro drops the ball quite frequently in a number of ways. Maximum Hulk's squishy chest, for example. But, there's at least 3, 4, 5, 6 really good Marvel Legends every year, which is why I just can't quit the line. I just got to, always be on the lookout for the next really good one. And I think I'm looking at that Professor Hulk now, which I think starts shipping next week. I got a whole Hulk shelf, and it's pretty full, but I'd be willing to make room for Professor Hulk, so I'm thinking about that one. That's kind of the next thing on my mind. That and the Bullseye from the Bullseye Muse 2-pack. Anybody has a line on either one of those, let me know in the comments. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave any comments, observations, questions, KITBASH recipes in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to do so. And when you do so, hit the notification bell so that you'll be informed anytime I update action figure obsession or anything here on the Avian and Loaded channel. Thanks again for joining me. For Jamie Madrox and Richard Parker, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., I am Avian and Loaded, and I'll see you on the next one.